Is that better? Can you guys hear me now? Damn, I went on a whole spiel and everything. Wow, that's so sad. I was like getting ready to show the cat photos. I was saying happy birthday to Mystic. I was saying how we all doing today, how we doing with Rose in our Twitch chat and everything like that. I can say hi to everybody again. Hello Manu, hello Hunter, hello Saxophone. Oh, there's my name. Hello me. Hello Cringe. Hello Mystic, happy birthday. Hello Chris. I think that's everybody. I mean, hi Rose. I already mentioned her. How are we doing? How are we doing on this wonderful Tuesday? Damn. I really had to say everything again. But you know what? You got the kitties before you hear my voice. Maybe that's the new strat. Scintillating? What does that mean? No, unironically, what does that mean? Bro was telling his life story. We didn't hear anything. Yeah, I was literally just yapping about StreamerBot. And I was like, oh, I guess nobody's in the mood to share how they are today. That's fine. That's crazy. Yeah. Normal ass Tuesday for me. I also just said I have a stomach ache because I ate too many goddamn goldfish. Like a fool. But I guess you guys didn't get that either. It's fine. Kitty cats. Hi, Christina. Alright, and of course, my normal thing before we hop into art. We talk about the goals, the 2025 sub goals. We're actually quite close to 6,000 right now. I'm pretty sure I'm like, under 90 right now. So we're getting pretty close, which is why I want to talk about the bonus game sometime during the stream. And we can, I don't think we're going to decide today, but I want to hear your guys' thoughts. That's the situation. So, yeah. Once we hit 6K, we'll do the Smash Ultimate Marathon bonus game, and I will reveal the 7K prize. In the meantime, got done drawing 7 different colored Sajins. What, is he going to be a Smash Bros. Character? Oh, that's great. Well, my next short is going to feature Sajin, too, because we did a stream together not that long ago. Anyways, how long would the marathon even go on? As long as it needs to. This is mostly because some characters, and I can move to art right now. Okay, chat is not showing up right now. 1 second. Un momento. StreamerBot. It's supposed to just, like, go straight to it. Do I pull up chat like this? No? Oh, wait. I think I know what I have to do. Sorry. I'm still getting used to StreamerBot. I just have to find the stream itself on it, which I don't know why it's not popping up. I added some new songs, too. Where we at, bro? The streamer got problems streaming. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it right now. I mean, isn't it supposed to be like... It's supposed to just work. It's supposed to just like... I click on the stream. It's supposed to pop up. Stream apps, platforms, no. Commands, action cues, actions. No. Ay. I don't want to spend all day on this either. Howdy, Django. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out my chat. I don't want to put the ugly chat in, but even still, it would look like there's just a thing. There's just a thing I need. It's like a simple thing. Sorry. Should I just like log out and log back into this? Let me see. We may just not have chat on screen today, unfortunately. Because silly Goofy, that's why. Bruh. MIDI integrations. No. Platforms. YouTube. It should just... Okay. This is why. Alright, hold on. Sorry, I'm gonna go stream starting soon in case I accidentally have important information pop up out of nowhere. It probably won't, but I'm just doing that just to be safe. And then after that, it's supposed to just let me do this. Bang? Is that good? Start yapping in chat. Let's see if that worked. Did that really not sync it? Ay, dude. Oh, of course no, it worked. Of course the first message is balls. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, Hunter's in the Twitch chat now. Hi, Hunter over there. You're a first-time chat, even though you're not. Of course it's balls. Is anybody surprised? Alright. On to work we go. So yeah, I'm just gonna start off nice little coloring. You know, I am getting closer to finishing this animation. But I got some silliness going on here. There's annoying color stuff here and there. So let's just see where this goes. Honestly, okay, banger. But I think this is a little too upbeat for me right now. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Sorry, Twitch chat. You won't... I haven't figured out how to combine you guys yet in there. But I do have you 110 degrees to my right. So I will be looking there every so often. Alright. Ugh. Completely unrelated. Well, no, completely related to what's going on screen, but completely unrelated to the whole chat thing. I have considered... This is something I've considered for a while, too. Because I don't want to completely overhaul the Trisection Cruise designs, because that feels kind of criminal. They're just... You know, they're very simple, but that's kind of the whole thing about it. Is that... You know, it just takes advantage of the simplicity. But I've considered giving them... It's not really a One Piece exclusive thing, but the One Piece treatment in the sense that I'm gonna maybe... During certain points of, like, locations they're at or whatever... This show doesn't have arcs, but, like, you know, something like that. I'm considering giving them kind of, like, different designs. Like a winter fit, a summer fit, all that nonsense, you know what I mean? So I might do that today as well if I'm really just getting bored of the animation. Because a lot of this I could just do while watching a documentary, but I'm here to vibe with you guys if you so desire. Okay, I just realized I could do this. Hold on. Not all of these will work like this, because they're different layers. The head is a different layer from the body, so coloring is a little inconsistent here. I don't smell like a marshmallow. I don't know what you're talking about right now. Forgot you streamed on Twitch until you mentioned. I haven't streamed on Twitch for a while. I just started again last stream. Actually, no, 2 streams ago, because of the Cuphead stream. But that was like my first solo stream where I actually did it dual. Because, I mean, part of me was like, I want YouTube to be the main one, since that's where most of my stuff is anyways. But the more I think about it, it's like, alright, some people are just kind of hellbent on being on Twitch. I might as well put Twitch there to almost kind of promote my YouTube, you know what I mean? But if people also just prefer being on Twitch, I can leave that as an option, you know? I don't know. That's the vibe I'm going with, at least. Oh, hello. That's not what I wanted. Garrett in that frame is literally me. Well, I just went through a bunch of frames. Which frame are you talking about? These sets of frames? Doing all outfits for characters is fun. Yeah, that's why I'm considering it. I feel like Garrett would look good in, I don't know what exactly it's called, but, like, I don't think it's a trench coat, but maybe it is a trench coat. Just like the longer coat, basically. Like, the longer coat, but, not closed. Like, that meme where it's like a two kids in a trench coat situation. How are the kittens? The kittens, well, I mean, they're fine, but Archie's been very, very sneezy. I think he has allergies. And Franklin, just out of nowhere, like, I was about to let them out today, and Franklin just was, like, bleeding on his chin. So I was like, what the hell is going on to my cats right now? Going on with my cats, but they're fine. Franklin didn't seem bothered in the slightest, so we got medicine for Archie. And I also... at the beginning of the stream, there's a banger photo of my cats if you want to check it out, if you joined a little late. But hello, Ines. Hello, Board. Board Gaming, specifically. I think... Oh, and Studio King. Hello, Studio King Gaming. I knew I saw another face, but I forgot to say hi. Get Melody a new boombox for every season. It is funny that you mentioned the phonograph. I'm not going to explain why, but the phonograph... I'll just say, is a thing that exists. I can't even, no, I'm not even going to specify any further, but I've thought about it. I'll just say that. Banger. Someday I'll be able to put the music. Oh, I just realized I have my bottom screen visible the whole time. Yeah, let me change that. That's so weird. Why does it, like, specifically change? Because I changed it in a different situation. I can't explain this to people who don't stream. Basically, it wasn't supposed to do that. That's all you need to know. I think it's 28. No, never mind. It's more. Alright. Is that better? Yeah, there we go. My taskbar was just bleeding out. That's crazy. Hello. Some familiar faces. Almost wouldn't say I'm hellbent on staying on Twitch. I just tend to prefer watching streams on Twitch because most of the streamers I watch are all on Twitch. So you're just more used to it? Yeah, I gotcha. I think that's how I am about YouTube as well. Just in general, I'm more familiar with YouTube. And I also pay for YouTube Premium. Because, if you want me to be completely honest, it was, like, because I thought I could download, videos. Because that is technically an option, but it's not, like, a real download. It's, like, you can download it to watch offline if you so desire. Which is not what I had in mind. But, and then once I started using YouTube Premium more often, you know, I didn't have any ads. I can't go back. And I just use it as a tax write-off. Take a shot every time I mention tax write-off. But, I mean, you know, might as well. If you live in the Americas. Are you on Twitch? I am also on Twitch, yes. Ooh, there we go. This one little spot. I don't want too much gray to bleed through. Go. I'm like threading a needle here. Okay, there we go. Oh, I also have a silly... This is hardly even a story, but something, I guess, relevant to bring up. because it happened recently and I think it's kind of funny. 2 days ago, of all things, I was eating Cheetos, and I don't know if it happened during the Cheeto eating process or before then and I only noticed then, but I had a chipped tooth. Like, I had something stuck in my teeth, so I kind of, like, took it out with my tongue, and then my tooth chipped. Or it was chipped before, and it was, like, it had something in it until right then and there. And I was like, God damn it. It didn't hurt. It hurt my tongue because it was sharp, but it didn't, like, actually hurt. Like, my tooth felt fine. But I just so happened to have a dentist appointment, like, already, like, assigned. I had an appointment scheduled for the day after. It wasn't a bad chip. It's also, like, a tooth all the way in the back, so you can't even tell that I chipped a tooth. But, yeah, it was so stupid. I was like, okay, I guess I don't ever want my tooth to be chipped, but if there's ever a day for my tooth to be chipped, I guess it's today. I was like, why is Call deleting this when it's good, but it's the frames? Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of frames to work with here. I probably could copy paste, but I'm just... if I mess one thing up that I'm not even... I don't want to bother with it, you know, then it's going to be a whole other process. I'm just doing it the old-fashioned way. I just got to prepare for stuff like this earlier on, which I've been doing a better job, but like an animation like, or these back and forth frames, I don't even know how to describe it. I haven't really done animation like this on this one. You may also notice, maybe not like right here, but like when this animation is finished and you see it yourself, you may notice that I have started to kind of cut corners a little bit. Why is Earthbound still a tag here? That's a good point. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know. Goodbye, Earthbound. Editor kill Earthbound. There we go. Tags are so much more important. Oh, hey, wait. LOL, the hi emoji. Can you please not spam? If I continue to see you do that, then I'm going to have to time you out. I'm getting lazy? No, that's not true. I'm cutting corners in order to get tri-section animations out faster. Have I checked my Discord DMs? Oh, I did. Did I not respond to you, Hunter? I apologize. I have a tendency to forget to respond to people. I don't know why, it's especially with iMessage. Discord I'm actually better with, but sometimes I do still forget. I did see that. I see you're cooking up something. Yeah, like my family, especially, like my cousins and my aunts and uncles are like, why the hell do you not just respond to your texts? And I'm like, what? Like, I'm not even kidding. I see the text and I'm like, okay, I'm going to respond to that later. I need to do this thing first. And then I completely forget. Completely forget. Who is Earthbound? You mean the... Is that a real question? The game? Question mark? What? I got an OG PPG shirt? What is PPG? Me confused. Damn, I wish I had a new cat, though. No, not actually. I mean, of course I do wish I had a new cat, but also we already have too many cats to take care of, so... If there was another cat that I needed to, like, care for, I would have to just try and find somebody who could also care for it. Because we have too much on our hands right now. These 3 cats are nightmares. I know... Oh, somebody in the Twitch chat. Sorry. There's somebody in the Twitch chat. Which you can't tell even in the stream. You just have to take my word for it, I guess. Damn, wait, what is this song? Oh, yeah, this is Water Park. I never recognize the Mario Kart songs, or, like, specifically which track they are. I just know that they're all bangers. Ugh. Did I? Yeah, I did not respond to you. Yeah, I apologize. The reason why I'm better at responding on Discord is because Discord is, like, a part of my job. Like, I need to clear my notifications in order to know when I get, like, information from Red Falcon or TC Nick 3. Ooh, speaking of Falc, I'm actually, me and one of the other editors and him are going to grab food this week, which I'm excited about. I haven't seen the man in... Honestly, I haven't seen him in person in, like, maybe... My God, when was the last time? I have to think about this now, because I remember where it was, but I don't remember when. It was almost a year ago, I want to say. So, we've been trying to figure it out, but one of the editors, who is also going to the dinner, he's a busy boy. He's got stuff to do, you know? Because I work from home, I can just move around my schedule. I'm getting food with my boss. Yeah. It's not... It's kind of a tradition. It's not like a tradition. It's just something that we like to do. Oh, the song just finished very quickly. Yeah, it's just something that we like to do because it's nice seeing each other in person, you know? Online, it's nice to have online friends, but it is also, it's kind of a different experience just seeing each other in person. Oi. I do some of the Wii ones because, yeah, I play this game since I was a child. Wait, hold on. You do some of the Wii, or you recognize some of the Wii song. Okay, I see what you're saying now. Wii Mario Kart. Yeah, I recognize some of the Wii Mario Kart ones too, like Maple Tree Way, Coconut Mall, of course. I don't actually have a lot of Mario Kart Wii songs in this playlist. This song's so good, but it literally is like 30 seconds long and then it loops. God, and it was also, this is a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon song, and it was on like a dungeon that was like 99 floors. Why did they do that? Why didn't they put this on like an earlier one? Because this song is so good, but you do not need to listen to this for like 2 hours straight. Yes, I do edit for Red Falcon as well. I've been, oh my God, has it really been like almost 2 years since I started working for him? I've been working for Nick since like I was a sophomore in college, which that would make that almost 5 years at this point. But I kind of took like almost a year off. My senior year of college, I got really busy. So that's kind of when Tam took over. But then he reached out to me again about Party Crashers, and the rest was history, as they say. I only know Brawl songs because I didn't play anything else. Damn, so you were a Smash Bros. Fan day one, Manu, huh? Opinion on Mario Party 9. I've never actually played Mario Party 9. Doesn't look fun, though. IMHO. And look who you met through Party Crashers. I know. So many people. Editors, of course, but honestly, you guys, a lot of my fans, too. I do have some old school hardcore fans that still stick around every so often. But, yeah, I feel like the Party Crashers community definitely welcomed me a lot. I checked the archives, and you either saw him in May or sometime in July or August. Wait, what archives? Also, hi, Marin. You mean, like, did I message you guys about it or something? I know I saw him at the beginning of 2024. Him and editor Void. I won't say his, I mean, actually, I've probably said his name a lot, but I'll just for his sake, I'll just call him Void right now. Where was I going with that? Yeah, but then we met one other time, and I simply can't remember when that was, but if it was May, I believe you. So it's been like almost a year. The car gimmick sucks. Oh, you mean, yeah, for Mario Party 9. Yeah. I believe it. It looks not fun. Oh my god, I'm realizing now I might still need to... okay, I can still work with this. It'll just be a little weird. Alright. Good lord. Now, if I just do this... that should at least clean up this area. I saw some errors there, but I can go back and fix them. Uh-oh. That's not what I wanted. I didn't do that on any other frame, did I? Oh god, he's gyrating. Ew. Alright, now I need to do that one. AKA, I searched for Falcon, my messages and scrolled. Yeah, so basically that. I know, it's funny because pretty much everybody else on the team refer to him as Sam, which is his actual name. But because I already know multiple Sams, like in my life, I'm just like, yeah, that's Falk. I refer to him like to his face as Falk, which like most people don't do who actually know him. But that's just the way I run, you know? I mean, I call Bailout Bale, even though his name is Bailey. I just kind of do it because Bailout, that's what I got used to. Me and the other sophisticated YouTube mods were talking to Reggie. Reggie who? And one of us asked them, how do you edit for so many people? They said, I need money. Wait, who is Reggie? Is Reggie, Sophist's editor? Yeah, that middle part looks a little weird, but, I mean, I don't think it's going to be a big deal. I probably shouldn't have done that in the middle. You just finished Sonic X. Is it any good? I'm not going to watch it. I'm just curious. You're convinced? Wait. You're convinced that he looks like that person? Who's that person? I find it hard to imagine in person Colin, because I can't imagine him as anyone else other than the little white goober. I look like a... No. Okay, wait. Actually, I need to specify this even further, because I was about to say I look like every white guy ever, but every white guy ever actually looks like me, to be more specific. There are so many people who look like me, but I don't quite look like them. So I think I'm patient zero, basically. If you want to know what I truly look like. You could probably find a picture of me if you really searched for it. I just, like, don't... I used to be very hyper-fixated on keeping my face, like, hidden from the internet. Just because I do value my privacy a lot. But I don't care as much now. I just also don't make it, like... easy to find, if that makes sense, or at least I try not to. But yeah, I look like every white guy ever, literally. If you want it in layman's terms. Calling people by their game tag is a goated thing to do, dude. My cousin, I won't say his name just for doxing purposes, but I've referred to him as his name his whole life. And then COVID happened, and all of a sudden, his brother, also my cousin, started referring to him as Goblin, unironically. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Why are you calling him Goblin? That's because it's his gamer tag on Xbox. Maybe not Xbox. I think it's like... Does it seem... It's something. I don't know. I don't know, man. But I was just like, bro, who are you talking to right now? So stupid. I'm a pretty white guy. Yeah. Didn't you have an Insta that... Yeah, I do have an Instagram if you really, really wanted to look for me. But I also have it privated. Not that I have any other photos on it. It's just my face is on it. So you're the ultimate NPC. Yeah. I look like a me from like one of the default me's. if he was wearing glasses. Yes, I wear glasses. Sorry to break your illusion. I tried contacts, but again, I work from home. Do I really need to wear contacts every day if I'm looking at a computer in my room? No. Whatever. I look good in glasses, exactly. So that, yeah, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. It made me sad. This is completely random. It made me a little sad in that Party Crashers video, how Vern said he's insecure about his height. I used to be very insecure about my height, but now I just tell people... Actually, I don't know if I'm allowed to say... It's not the worst thing in the world, but Twitch has, like, very, very strict guidelines on what you can and cannot say. And I don't know if I'd be allowed to say something like this. Yeah, I'm just... maybe I'll say it in a Blue Sky post or something, but being short is not bad at all. Being short is actually weirdly a blessing and a curse at the same time. You know, being short has its ups. Who cares about being tall? Don't worry, I wear glasses and my soda reflects it unlike yours. Yeah, no, my online persona would not do such a thing. I just, downgraded isn't the right word. I'm trying to remember. I basically just hit, like, the delete button on my character and just, like, minimalist him. Minimalist? Minimalism. Minimum. You know what I'm saying. He's become more simple looking. Yeah, that therapy session. Yeah, They prefer not to have that actually happen very often. Not the therapy session part, just like the slower moments where, like, Brent mentioned how he played Mario Party with his mom. I remember including that and being like, people are gonna eat this shit up. They prefer not to do that or leave it in because it's retention. It's like a retention drop. But I think a lot of people like them, like those moments. I think that's another reason why I partially, not that this is like a similar situation, but that's partially why I started to upload, whatchamacallit, I started to upload behind the scenes for, like, videos, because those are moments that I still think have, like, a lot of value, but in the context of the video, just doesn't really make sense to keep it in. So I think, I'm just gonna be honest, I think I cooked with the behind the scenes shorts. Headphones and a shirt. Okay, I don't quite understand where the headphones came from. And I know you're talking about me in person, but, like, my internet persona, I'm not upset about it by any means. I just don't know where it came from. How, like, you know what I mean? How, like, how people draw me with headphones on. I guess it's just to balance out the design a little more. Because I don't think I ever drew my character with headphones on. As far as I remember, at least. It was the hoodie that was, like, the classic, you know? Oh boy, here we go again. Oh, hold on. But that's progress. So draw Colin Soda with glasses, yeah. They're like, how do I even describe? They're just like normal ass black, like outline black. I don't know what the word is for, like, the non-glass part, but it's like slightly rectangular, but rounded rectangular almost, not like a library glasses kind of thing. Is there, Marin or Chris, because you guys know me in person, is there like a character, like a popular character's glasses who look like mine at all that people could reference? I'm curious, because I feel like I can't think of any character like that. Frames, yeah. I love these personal moments of them. Shows, yeah. YouTube's a very interesting thing where it's like people... the person that, like, the Party Crashers and Falk, but I know a lot of you guys are more familiar with the Party Crashers. But also Party Crashers are kind of more, I guess, grounded in the sense that they're like friends hanging out, while Falk is like almost presenting something to an audience. Scott the Waz. Actually, I do kind of have Scott the Waz glasses. Velma. Do I really have Velma glasses? I feel like they're slightly not as tall though. I think you're kind of cooking with that, Marin, though. Like they're the Velma glasses if they weren't massive. At least that's the way I think I could imagine it. Why is this not? Hi, piano. Oh, that's because it's... Oh, goodness gracious. Alright, hold on. Alright. Yeah, I gotta do a little bit more work here on these frames. Okay. Yeah, that just erases all of it. So I'm gonna have to... There we go. You should make a version of your PNG tuber with the hoodie, but that requires effort. You're totally right, but that requires effort. Crazy. Oh, hi, Stars. I didn't notice you there until I looked through chat a little bit more. Those 41-cent boxes of tomato sauce. Wait, what? What are you yapping about? Hell yeah, though. Proud of you for getting some tomato sauce. Dude, okay. Real thoughts. Wait, I feel like I was yapping about something else before. Okay, no. Hold on. Let me say this one thought. Dude, pure ADHD moment. I was gonna say, YouTube is interesting, where like people can almost reach celebrity status, but they still aren't. They're like themselves basically, instead of like a, you know, pretending to be someone else entirely. Some YouTubers do that, and to an extent, all YouTubers do kind of. At least I think, with some exceptions, probably. Pretty much all YouTubers aren't completely like themselves on screen or on camera or whatever, you know. They're just like a version of themselves, like a version that they're willing to present. Me included, Party Crashers included, Red Falcon included, you know. But it creates like a weird situation where, I mean, yeah. What's the word? Having a parasocial relationship makes it so much easier. And hopefully more people recognize that over time, like what a parasocial relationship is, and knowing how far they should allow themselves to feel connected to a certain creator. Because it is a very important thing to kind of understand as a viewer and as a creator. Because, you know, some creators may go too far in, like, you know, creating relationships with their fans. It kind of is a double-edged sword. That being said, I still think YouTube is a really wonderful place where people can be creative and connect and express who they are. You know? It's a little different from what it used to be. Oh, this song is so lovely. Before, I feel like back then it was like really, really YouTube, you know, it was about just whoever could make videos, and now it's about, oh, what is my retention gonna look like? What is watch time gonna look like? Yada yada yada. It's kind of become more of a business, but I still think the core elements of YouTube are still here. Now I have a reason to call Marin my least favorite Backtrack member. What did Marin say? Mystic, I don't know what any of those things mean. Okay. Gotcha. Real talk, I have a parasocial relationship with Backtrack, and I am literally in Backtrack. Marin, what do you mean by that? A lot of people are a little too far gone. Sometimes parasocial relationships sometimes get deafened too. Yeah. I know, it's tough. It can be a tough thing. I'm looking at Twitch chat now. Pat, imagine putting effort into your drawings. Okay, Rose. All my drawings are low effort cringe. Oh wait, you would ever do something like that? Okay, I see. The Twitch chatters are yapping amongst each other. Dude, why does the Xenoblade OST actually go hard though? Like, it has no good reason to. Yeah, that's even a thing I'm doing on Instagram, just posting what I want and being myself. Yeah, that's important. To me, that's very important. I know some people may disagree, because for a while I've been told like, oh, you should do this for your YouTube channel, to that way you'll actually like get more views. You know, you should do this in order to get more watch time. You should do yada yada yada. And I have been changing things up a little bit, but I still, at the end of the day, want to, like, make my content me. Yeah, or not necessarily me. I want to make my content what I want it to be. I don't want to shill myself in order to just do something, because that's the whole point of me doing YouTube. The reason why I'm doing this is because I don't want to do a stupid corporate job, you know, that'll suck the life out of me. That being said, there are good points on like, oh yeah, you should probably make these changes, right? If you're so inclined to do this with your YouTube videos. And something that I think I found like a happy kind of middle ground right now is streaming and making shorts. Because it's on that topic, because I know you guys are like my core fan base, while I feel like I have a lot of fans that just kind of stick around for the shorts and that's about it. How do you guys feel about less like uploads? I haven't really been uploading anyways in general. I wanted to do more uploads this year, but shit got in the way, such as recordings failing, like the audio's not working. But in return, that gave me more time to do shorts. Do you guys enjoy that? Like, in general, do you think the shorts are, like, content you would look for from me? I know you guys are the streaming crew, so the stream crew, whatever. So, obviously, you might be a little biased towards the streams more. But, just in general, would you rather see full videos, or would you actually, do you enjoy the short form content and occasional full videos? Because I think that's the easiest thing for me. But I don't, you know, if people really would want something else, then I'm not opposed to hearing it out. Twitch chat's still yapping right now. They're yapping to each other. What are they doing over in Twitch chat? What's going on over there? Finished video is oftentimes very different from what the recording session was like, so watching it feels like a different experience. Yeah, that's a good point on the Backtrack thing. I mean, everything there happened, right, in the recording session, but it is purposely formatted in a way that is easier for people to watch, you know, and not just sit through an entire movie and listen to us yap. They only watch some of the movie and listen to us yap. Yeah, stream crew. You like shorts and streaming? Okay. I just say whatever's easier for you. I enjoy it regardless. Good to hear. Marin, I had to pass up on solo because of how... wait. Oh, you're talking about music. Okay. We thrive on whatever content you feed us, even while stuck in the basement. You guys are not in my basement. Need to make that especially clear. You guys are not in my basement. For legal reasons, you are not in my basement. There's so many frames here. Just so you guys know, I actually colored most of Garrett's animation from here. This thing is just very tedious. Like, it's just a little walk animation. This is what I was referring to, by the way, when I said I'm cutting corners. I'm not trying to make it look bad. It's just a matter of, like, I'm not animating the legs specifically. I still animated the movement of walking, right? But see how he doesn't completely turn around like he does at the beginning here? Here, he actually fully has, like, frame by frame turning around. However, this is like a bonk. You know, I didn't even, like, animate him turning around, but it does kind of work. And I did the same thing down here, too. Yeah. So that's sometimes how you can cut corners, just in animation in general. I do this a lot in editing, actually, if you guys pay attention close enough to some Party Crashers videos and Red Falcon videos, but I tend to do the silly animations and backtrack in Party Crashers more, where I just kind of don't actually animate it, and more I, like, do a bunch of drawings and bounce the little characters. Can you throw down at least one more pillow in the basement? Silence. Silence. Colin does actually have a very bussin' attic. That is true. That is true. That's because, some of my cousins stayed at our house for a little bit. And so we renovated our attic. It was just like 2 of my cousins crashed at our place for a few months. And because of that, it's got a carpet. And now we just, if people are, like, a bunch of people are sleeping over, we just subject them all into one room and have a bunch of mattresses on the floor. But it's a cool area. I'm thinking of actually moving my, like, work up there. Like, my computer stuff, or my new computer specifically. Because working in my room does get taxing. I do like to go to other places in the world, you know, other than my room. God damn, this music's so good. I don't know how we got, like, multiple Xenoblade songs when there's, like, not a million, there's, like, 70-something songs in this playlist, but I have, like, 3 Xenoblade songs in here. We already lost someone because we didn't have a blanket. You guys are... What do I need to do to convince you that you're not in my basement? What do I need to do to convince you of that? Truly. We are inside the metaphorical construct that... Okay, Twitch chat is saying that you guys are also in my basement. But you guys can't even communicate. YouTube chat and Twitch chat can't communicate. So... that proves that you're not in my basement. He's just jealous that we don't yap to him. Shut up. I'm not gaslighting you guys. Wait, do you mean the small room with the beeping or the one where we throw things at the ceiling? Baron, you are giving way too little context. You are giving way too little context. The one that I want to move it, like, my work stuff into is the beeping room. with the smoke detector that doesn't work. But we have other smoke detectors in the house, so it's fine. Yeah, the thing with the ceiling fan. That's crazy. When I was really little, me and my sister... Okay, so some of you guys might hate me for this, because I know some people are big plushie enjoyers. This was not plushie abuse. This was simply, like, just entertainment, because it was very funny. When we were little, we would take our plushies and throw them at the ceiling fan and see how far they could fly across the room. And sometimes if I had, like, a Bowser plush who was, like, much more thick than the other ones... Like, the ceiling fan would make a really funny noise. It would just go like... It was so stupid. So I showed that to Merritt and Charlie when they slept over one time. Because I was like, yeah, this is what I would do to entertain myself as a stupid child. Anyone who comes in the attic is becoming food. How many of you guys... We didn't destroy any plushies. We didn't destroy any of them. There was no... The only time I had ever, like, ripped a plushie when I was, like, really little, I think I was in, like, 2nd grade, and I was... Because it was, like, bring your plush to school day or something. I don't know why, but they let us... There was, like, a day where we could bring whatever we wanted. Okay, this song is funny. And I had a little Webkins duck. So I was, like, spinning in circles and holding onto his wings, and then one of his wings ripped off, and I started crying profusely. Because I was a little baby when I was a child, and now I don't cry at all. Go. Okay. We're so close. Look at how many more frames I have. It was actually one of the single most fun experiences I've ever had. Okay, Piano, I'm glad I'm not the only one who did it growing up. It is, like, such, like, an insane dopamine, like, filled experience for no reason. Like, there's no reason that throwing a plushie at a ceiling fan should give you, entertainment. And yet it does. And yet it does, you know? I wasn't a psycho child, okay? I don't cry ever. I do cry sometimes. The reason why I don't cry is because I'm on anxiety meds, which negate a lot of my emotions. So I'm a little bit emotionless. And I noticed my emotions did start coming back when I tried to wane off of them a little bit. The reason why I tried to wane off of them is because if you take the meds too late in the day, they can cause insomnia, which I have trouble sleeping. So, it wasn't awesome, but yeah, I do cry. I have cried before. The Wild Robot actually made me tear up. The movie The Wild Robot, the first time in a long time. But generally speaking, I do not cry. I just feel sad, and that's it. You know, that's just the way I roll. I know. I don't know why. It's just, I mean, yeah, I do know why. It's because of my meds, but you know. But some people react differently to those meds too. Like, my mom, sorry, Mom, calling you out right now. My mom cries, and she's on, like, double my dose of the same medication, so it just affects people different ways. I have no soul. You're right, Mystic. It had me clutching my stomach in laughter. It's so funny. Wait, did you guys ever... This is, like, less funny, and more just, like, when Pokemon Go was really popular... On that same ceiling fan, I tried to tape my phone to it to hatch eggs. Did anybody else try doing that, taping a phone to a ceiling fan? Because that was something I did, and truly, I jerry-rigged it so hard and it did not work. Like, I put in so much effort, and for what? Go. We should make Marin watch The Iron Giant. Marin is the last person you should ever be like, we should make Marin watch this, because she's watched nearly every movie except for, like, the movies we choose on Backtrack. It is, like, kind of baffling. What? You guys don't know what I'm talking about? The reason why you would tape your phone to a ceiling fan was so it would, like, replicate motion. If that makes sense, you know, replicate, like, motion for walking, so you don't have to walk around. You just, like, if I was gonna just go watch YouTube, I would just put my phone on the ceiling fan and let it run, but it did not work. Why are you obsessed with ceiling fans? I was just being creative, okay? Those are 2 scenarios involving ceiling fans and no more. 2 scenarios. 2 scenarios. So I don't need any criticism about me being obsessed with ceiling fans. It was just me being a child and thinking outside the box. Because I think I tried not a ceiling fan strap, but something, I forget what it was, but something similar for the Pokewalker. Does anybody remember the Pokewalker? Because that was like Pokemon Go before Pokemon Go. I had an Oddish in my Pokewalker, and I dropped it in my pool at home, and the Oddish died forever. The Oddish will never return to my world. I canonically killed a Pokemon. It didn't, like, die, but the Pokewalker died with him in it, so he might as well have died. You know what I mean? Hi, Sophus Jr. Go. Yeah, you remember the Pokewalker. Chris is, like, my age-ish, so... If anybody were to remember, it'd be you. I loved the Pokewalker, man. Because I was such a recluse as a child. So, like, it gave me a reason to go out and do things. But then I killed my Oddish. Good night. I actually don't know how to pronounce your name, but good night, sir. Have a good one. That song ends so weird. You might actually just be an alien in real life. Dude, I wish. Gramps is talking about the war again? Oh my god. You guys wish you had old school Pokemon. I mean, technically you do. You can, like, go get it. But you guys wish you experienced old school. I didn't even experience, like, Gen 1 fever when it was happening. I wasn't alive when Red and Blue were ravaging the world. I think I was alive for Crystal or Gold and Silver, but, like, I was an infant. There was no reason for me to play the games. But I actually started playing in Diamond and Pearl, even though I probably could have played Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. I think I eventually owned it because I was waiting for Gen 5 and wanted more Pokemon, but I started with Pearl. I used to put multiple little figures on top of my ceiling fan and then turn on the fan to see them all flying. That's peak entertainment right there. I never did that. I feel like I was too short to reach it, so... I mean, I guess I could have, like, tried to find a ladder or something, but... That was just a situation. That's a pro strat, though. Pro entertainment strat. God, these little furls in his... I don't even know what... The collar. Garrett's collar is so annoying to color. Hello, D. I'm going to a concert tomorrow. My shoe soles broke. You poor soul. True. Yeah, who are you seeing? Stray Kids? I don't know who Stray Kids are. The band, right? I'm going to assume you're not going to go to a concert to see a bunch of stray kids. Homeless children. Somebody would pay to see that. And just laugh. I believe Sajin would do that. Super banger, by the way, right now. Love this song. Stray Kids, they're not bad. Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard of them. There's this new indie guy that Charlie and Romar have... Charlie Backtrack and Romar Guest of Backtrack have been yapping about. But I don't remember this guy's name. But they've been yapping about it. Because they're like, oh, he's a trailblazer of indie music. I haven't listened to it, so I can't say yes or no to that. But I saw the picture and he's just some guy. He has a dog with him, so that's cool. My food got cold because I got way too distracted because of the stream. I had to go heat it up again. Thanks. Hey, you're welcome. I'm just that entertaining that you forgot to eat. Is this... Oh, no. Is this a situation where... Oh, Colin. What are you doing, bro? I gotta do the arms thing. Let me see. I was so ready to just lock in. But I think I'm going to have to do it like this. Yeah, I think I can do something else with that, though. Or at least with the other arm. So I'm just going to have to... Yippee. Why don't I just... No. Because then I'm going to mess stuff up. Here we go again. I'll do this first. Okay, when do we get Colin Kelly emotes on Twitch? I think when I'm allowed to. I don't think I have enough Twitch whatever. I don't even know how to word it. I don't have enough like experience on Twitch. Whatever Twitch like affiliate rules are there. I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure I'm just not allowed to do that yet. Someday. Colin Kelly has emotes. I do have emotes on Discord. There are multiple emotes of me, actually. I didn't expect there to be that many. There's the Exio one from a while ago. There's actually 2 Exio ones. There's me with a thumbs up. And then there's me in a chair. I think that's all of them, if I'm not mistaken. On the Party Crashers Discord, specifically. Bonk. Yay, more coloring here. God, this is so much. When do you guys want to look at the Smash Ultimate Marathon bonus game options, by the way? I don't think we're going to come to a decision today, but I would like to narrow it down to at least, like, maybe I have 9 options right now. Either 8 or 4. Preferably 4. I definitely know there's some that you guys are probably going to be like, nah, about, but I'm just making it fair. Because I have, like, other kind of rules for the bonus. Now. My arm is getting kind of tired. I could take a break. I was going to go to it after I finished coloring Garrett's like walk animation here, but I have to fill in all those other little lines, which is annoying. Like I have all these frames to do that with. Like I'm getting closer, right? Because this is like the last animation that needs to be colored. This walk cycle for him at least. I still got to work on patches, but yeah. There's a lot more Colin Discord emotes if you look hard enough. Oh, God. That's not threatening at all. All right. Yeah, we can... Because my arm is getting tired from all this coloring, Garrett. I can switch real quick to our little... We'll do a little detour, and then we'll get back to art. We'll probably do... If I'm going to do polls, it's going to be on YouTube. Sorry, Twitch. But I'll try and get your input in as well, as much as possible. I may... Because I don't know how many people are actually going to vote. So, like, I could just add 2 people, probably. Oh, yeah, just do this. Okay, so. Nice and easy transition. But before anything, just for reference, if you don't know what the Smash Ultimate Marathon is, because I don't have it in the description this time, I'm going through all the Smash characters' most important games before they were included in Smash. So I played Donkey Kong for Mario and Donkey Kong. I played A Link to the Past for Link and Zelda. I played Super Metroid for Samus and Ridley, so on and so forth. I have all the Smash 64 characters plus some extras that I counted for those games, right? Cool. But there's some games that you guys thought some characters got a little bit cheated on. And I do kind of agree, but they didn't really follow my criteria for getting into Smash, right? So we're going to go through the 9 characters that I personally feel could get a second chance. And I'm just going to play one, but I'll probably do another bonus sometime later. So if we don't get one of these games, but you really want to see me play it, we'll probably do this again. So I'll just go through in order here. Don't include my input. Okay. Cool. Starting off strong. We have Mario 64 for Mario. Also, just to clarify, Saxophone says wait, but I'm gonna continue, sir. These are games that aren't planned to be on the Smash Ultimate Marathon list. I don't have like a very specific list right now. Or sorry, like I don't have, it's not completely decided for every single game, but these characters have already been played, so, you know, that's the way it is. So Mario 64, banger game in my opinion, one of the best games of all. This is my favorite game. That being said, there are more Mario games in the future. So, you know, this is more just like, and we've played Mario 64, me and the editors. I've never done a solo stream of it, though, so if you guys really want to see that, we could do that. This is following the idea, Link, specifically, of the costumes, and there's a couple of cases where the costumes play a bigger role. So, this one makes sense, in my opinion. Breath of the Wild. Yeah, this is based on his new alt. The, just basically Link from Breath of the Wild, if you guys want to see me play Breath of the Wild. It's a very important game. I understand. If you guys really want to see me play it, I could do that. Because I played A Link to the Past, and that kind of represents old Zelda, not new Zelda. This is probably the most egregious one, but I decided to play it fair with any characters that have extra costumes, okay? Yoshi's Crafted World for Yoshi. We're talking about the Crafted Yoshi. If you guys want to see me play Yoshi's Crafted World, yeah, we could play Yoshi's Crafted World. I'm gonna be honest, I think this is probably the least entertaining one. Hell nah. I've never played Yoshi's Crafted World. For the record, I've played Mario 64 before. I've played Zelda Breath of the Wild. I have not played Yoshi's Crafted World. That is a game I have not played. I don't even own it. I could own it if you guys wanted me to. But just to be fair, that guy's there. Of course, Luigi. This is probably the biggest one that I'm hearing from people, but we still got to make it fair, do votes. I played Mario Bros, the original like arcade Mario Bros, for Luigi, because the criteria was it has to be a game that existed before their inclusion in Smash. But Luigi's Mansion is a big one for Luigi in general. So if you guys really want to see that, we could do Luigi. This one is partially because the GameCube NSO thing is coming out, but also because F-Zero GX is, like, I'm pretty sure the first F-Zero game where you actually see Captain Falcon. You know, the other one you're technically playing as Captain Falcon, but only in his car. You don't ever see him. And this one is like a story mode. This is like where the real F-Zero lore comes through. You know what I mean? Sorry, taking a sip of water. So that's the situation. Zelda is following a similar idea with Link. Her design is based on A Link Between Worlds. Oh, I kind of spoiling the other one. It's fine. A Link Between Worlds is literally A Link to the Past, but apparently even better. So I am willing to play that. I've never played that. For the record, I could also say I played Luigi's Mansion before. I have not played F-Zero GX. I have not played A Link Between Worlds. If you guys really want to see that, I can play that game. Meta Knight's a little interesting because we talked about it during the Kirby Superstar stream. This one's a little weird. So I'd be playing Kirby Superstar Ultra, but only Meta Nightmare Ultra. That's it. I love how everyone's reacting to this like it's a Nintendo Direct. So true. Oh my god. Yeah, so that's kind of, you know, if you guys want to see me play Meta Nightmare Ultra specifically, I could do that. Because some of you guys were like, you got to play this. And I'm like, but I didn't really... This... I don't even know if this came out before Brawl. But even still, it'd be kind of weird to, like, put this in the normal run when I already just basically played Superstar. Like, yeah, this is... Oh, these are 8 choices, not... Alright, yeah, alright. I'm not going to do the 9th one. I forgot to put it in. It was going to be for female Pokemon trainer, Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, but it's basically the same game as Red and Blue, but just, like, more polished. I don't really want to play that game again. You know what I mean? So I think I'm just gonna let Pokemon Trader cease to exist, the female Pokemon Trader. Yeah, that's the situation with this guy. Whereas Mother 3, that's gonna be in Brawl. We're working our way to Melee right now. We're just doing one bonus game for the 64 characters, plus some extra characters who I counted for the 64 games. And of course, our final contender is Metroid Prime for Meta Ridley, because Meta Ridley is a costume, and Meta Ridley's really cool. And I do kind of want to play Metroid Prime. If we don't play this, then I might just end up playing it on my own anyways. But I really, like, I think these are, like, interesting choices all around. So I'm not completely sure how I want to go about this. I could put in a vote. Let's think about this. Which, just chatters in general, which one would you vote for out of these 8? Just say it, like, in the chat right now. Where's Magikarp Jump? Magikarp Jump does not... Magikarp is not going to be a game, okay? Luigi's Mansion released in 2001. Luigi got the Poltergeist in Smash 4. Yeah, but he was included in Smash 64, so that's kind of the rules I was going for. Luigi's Mansion, Breath of the Wild. So those are the big ones right now. Are we all on board with SM64 and Luigi's Mansion? Yeah, so I'm seeing those. Super Mario 64. I think I'm going to do a final poll, like, on YouTube. But I want to see where, like, the highest bids are right now. Magikarp Jump. Magikarp Jump is a mobile game. If the marathon takes another year, you should play Magikarp Jump for April Fool. Oh, it's going to take probably more than a year, bro. This is just, like, a fun little thing that I enjoy doing this, just in general. Like, I enjoy playing these games because I feel like I'm becoming more cultured as I do this. Alright, so at least the big 3 contenders are Mario, Link, and Luigi here. Which one of these do you not want to see? Because I'll eliminate that, and then we'll do a vote. At least we'll do a vote for, like, the number 4 spot, because YouTube polls only let you do 4. Either Luigi's Mansion or Meta Nightmare Ultra. Oh, Rose says Meta Nightmare Ultra. So those are 4. Those could be the 4 contenders, but I'm curious on what you guys don't want to see. You bid... No, what do you bid to not be in the list, basically? Options: Luigi's Mansion, Luigi's Mansion, Luigi's Mansion, and Luigi's Mansion. Breath of the Wild will take ages. I mean, I've already played the game, and you don't have to do everything in Breath of the Wild either. But I know what you're saying. And again, yeah, we can, like... I'm probably going to do another bonus at some point in the future. Maybe after I finish the Melee characters. Something like that. Oh, we got an F-Zero in here, too. To be honest, Metroid or Kirby. That's who you would take out. Kirby is interesting. Chat, I'm just going to be honest. I feel like we get rid of Yoshi here, right? I think Yoshi is the first eliminated out of anybody here. SM64, Breath of the Wild, Luigi's Mansion, and F-Zero. We want Road Rage. Oh, okay, yeah, the Road Rage Colin. Is that game as difficult as the original F-Zero? Can we, like, let's be honest here. Oh, banger. Sorry, I love this song. I think Yoshi is the one we get rid of here. We are so excited for Yoshi's Crafted World. I'm sorry, guys. I think this one is just, like, the least... Like, Yoshi's Island already... This is also taking into consideration, right? You shouldn't just choose based on, like... Oh, I want to see him play this game. It should also be under the idea of, like, what was the original game I played? And I can specify for you guys, too. So... I played Donkey Kong for Mario, and I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to play Mario Bros. Later down the line. It's just I haven't hit that yet. I played A Link to the Past for Link and Zelda. I played Yoshi's Island for Yoshi. I played Mario Bros. for Luigi, the arcade. I played original F-Zero for Captain Falcon already. I played Kirby Superstar Ultra, or sorry, Kirby Superstar for Meta Knight. And I played Super Metroid for Ridley. That being said, I think for me, I would like the winner to be whoever you guys think was cheated out of representation, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm gonna be 100. I feel like Yoshi was not cheated out of representation. Yoshi's Island is the Yoshi game. That's Bailey's maid. You can't kill him like that. Oh wait, I tried to kill him and I didn't kill him. I killed him. He's dead. Yoshi's taken out back and he's gone forever. That being said, I feel like Zelda might also not be cheated here. In my opinion. I feel like Zelda was not cheated out of representation. Because there are other Zelda games coming up as well. Dude! You have zero recollection of me ever playing Yoshi? I kind of speedran Yoshi's Island, to be fair. Cries, I'm sorry, Ashley. I had to do what I had to do. You should play a gun sound effect. I don't have a soundboard. Hold on. I'll get a gun sound effect. Gunshot sound effect. Oh, I didn't even. Hold on. Oh, God. Oh, that was way louder than it needed to be. Oh, no. Falcon was not cheated at all. I think I kind of agree on that. Because F-Zero's I feel like this could still be a fun game. I think Zelda is like the next off the chopping block. Does anybody else agree with me? What was that? It was a gunshot. Warning? Yeah, I didn't realize it was going to be that loud. I know you guys are saying Luigi's Mansion. I just want to make sure we narrow this down. And then we can do a vote in chat, and probably I'm also going to do a vote out of the stream, just general audience interest. But I'm going to take your guys' opinions most to heart, you know? Unless it's like a landslide on the outside of the stream situation, we're probably going to go with today's vote. But in Smash Marathon logic to why we're doing this, F-Zero would make the most sense to keep. Right. So sad about... Alright, I think we take out Zelda here, I'm gonna be honest. You guys haven't said anything about Zelda, but honestly, you haven't said anything like for Zelda or against Zelda. You've just kind of been indifferent, which I think means it's not gonna happen. We're gonna have to take her out back. Sorry, Zelda. I'm gonna turn it down this time. Okay, still a little loud. Oh God. Oh, she did not need 2 bullets in the head. Oh no. Oh no. All right. Take out all the costume ones. You actually believe that? I can understand that logic. I'm just very curious because there's other costumes later in the series that I feel like might deserve it even more. But if we're being honest, yeah, I bet costumes, I think we can follow that logic. I didn't mean to shoot her twice. That was not intentional. All right. I think we'll take out the costumes and narrow it down from there. Goodbye, Ridley. I do want to play Metroid Prime someday. And I think Breath of the Wild is a great game. But I do think Link wasn't really cheated. All right, 2 shots for Ridley and Link. There we go. Oh my God. I don't, why are you saying I hate women? When did this happen? No. I didn't mean to shoot Zelda twice. I tried to press the pause button and I accidentally pressed the loop button. All right. We have 4 options here now, and I'm going to do a poll later, right? I'm going to do a poll. Actually, maybe I could just do it like during the stream too, and we could check up later. But let's start here. Vote for who you think was cheated, or honestly, yeah. You can do if you want to see me play it. You can do it if you think they were cheated. It's up to you at this point. Where's the... Oh, I'm being stupid. Start a poll. What game do I play for the Smash Ultimate Marathon bonus? We've got Mario 64 for Mario. I know, I do have a community. Luigi's Mansion for Luigi. Sorry, I'm typing it in as we're going right now. We've got F-Zero GX for Captain Falcon. Well, now I'm not getting rid of anything else because I have enough options to start a poll. Meta Nightmare Ultra for Meta Knight. Oh, wow, just enough characters. All right, have fun. You know, maybe, do I do the poll right now? It's not gonna take like a ton of work. It's just gonna be like a little more work than I'm willing to put in. Oh, beautiful song. Smash Ultimate Marathon bonus. Smash Ultimate Marathon. Basically, I'm playing every Smash Ultimate character's most important game before they were included in Smash. The following games were not planned to be played, but I decided to give some characters an extra game to be played. I'm gonna look at the poll once I'm done here. Which character do you think is best represented by these games? And then I'll do an image poll. Oh boy. 1 second, I gotta get other things. Let's go there. Mario 64. Hopefully people will understand what this means. Luigi's Mansion for Luigi. We've got F-Zero GX for Captain Falcon, and where's our last one? Meta Nightmare. Is that not an image here? Do I have to, I guess, Meta Nightmare Ultra Meta Knight. And then I can reposition these images. Yeah, I'll do that. Do that. Do that. Save images. And now the people on the internet also get to see that. Oh, Luigi's Mansion is winning by a landslide right now. That is, yeah. A landslide. All right, so I'm just looking at, yeah, Twitch chat is not as interested right now. For Twitch chat's information, Luigi's Mansion is 62%. Meta Nightmare Ultra is 23%. And Mario 64 is at 15% of our stream viewers' votes right now. Don't worry about it, Ashley, because I believe that I'll probably do another bonus at some point in the future. But I know, I had a feeling Luigi was going to win for the sake of, Chad has been yapping about Luigi's Mansion for months. Still not 100% confirmed, just so you know. If there's a huge landslide on the other poll, I might do another stream where we decide fully. But I think it's fair to say that Luigi's Mansion is in the lead right now. Hey. Don't be mean to Ashley, though. Don't be mean to Ashley, because everybody's vote matters here. Wanted to avenge Yoshi. I know, I'm so sorry. Maybe another time. Gotta go, you just realized. Well, thank you for being here for that part, Piano. I love how we made this a whole, like, thing. I didn't expect it to go on this long, but it was kind of fun. And I'm curious to see how the poll is just started. Luigi's Mansion is in the lead, but there aren't a lot of votes yet, so we'll wait on that. But in the meantime, I am going to end the poll. So Luigi's Mansion is currently winning. And I think it is kind of fair that I feel like Luigi got cheated. It was either like, in my opinion, actually no, these are all four pretty good contenders. I thought Ridley kind of deserved something too, but remember there's a poll in the community. In the community. What do you like? Yeah, in the community, like my community tab, like my posts. Oh, sorry, I forgot how good this song is. Hi, Exio. We just went through all this thing. All this thing. Like, we went through a lot in the past 20 minutes. Interesting, yeah. Got a 20 kill streak on your funny game. What's the... Oh, Rivals of Aether. Is that the funny game? No crowd control for this game. I'll force Sajin to come back at some point. I'll do it. Yeah, in the meantime, sit tight. I'm gonna continue doing animation for probably the rest of the stream. Maybe I'll check up on how the community poll is doing. Because that's gonna reach a wider audience too. But in the meantime, yeah, I'll just animate. I hope you guys found that exciting. Should I? Okay, real talk. Because for the Smash 64 cast, right? I actually, I'll also ask, but I have a system for the Melee games. For the Smash 64 games, if you weren't here for it, you guys basically voted on random numbers. Like each game was hidden behind a number. And whichever number won the vote was the game. Did you guys like that better? Where we kind of like... Because we're going to have to play the games that I set for Melee. But would you guys prefer to see the games first? Or would you... Do you like the secrecy behind it all? Because I think the secrecy adds a lot. And I have a system. I have an idea to make it more interesting than numbers. But for Brawl, I guess, for example. I'm just curious. I'm using the cat? Wait, what? Can't wait for the Melee characters? Hell yeah. Yeah, I have 9 games set up for that. Yeah, I have 9 games set for the Melee cast, which is 1 less than the 64 cast. They're definitely a lot, or most of them are a lot more specific for characters, because that's when one-off series characters with like a one-off series, I can't even word that. You know, like Ice Climbers, right? You can probably guess what game I'm going to be playing for Ice Climbers. And they're the only ones from their series, so... that's just kind of the way some of them are going to go, but others are going to be kind of interesting. We have Melee means Fire Emblem starts there, so I've never played a Fire Emblem game, by the way, so that is only going to be insane, I feel like. On the older games too, but I'm not going to say which ones I'm playing yet. You'll have to find out. Oh wait, am I almost done here? No, I'm not. I was going backwards before. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, this is going to take a little bit. I'll never forget how it took us so long for Kirby. Yeah, I do remember how you guys are like, where's the Kirby game? Where is it? Speaking of Kirby, I feel like we've probably talked about this last stream because that's when the Nintendo Direct existed. What are your guys' thoughts on Kirby Air Riders? Might be the first Kirby game I buy in a long time. Not that I dislike Kirby, it's just not really like my cup of tea, at least the new Kirby games. So I'm curious on the thoughts on Air Riders. I think it's literally because Sakurai is directing it. I'm like, dude, I think I just have to, out of principle. For the Icies, we're playing Balloon Fight. Yeah. Now back to your regularly scheduled program. Indeed. What a nice song to animate to. And just so you guys know, with this animation, I don't know if I'll make it on time, but I am hoping for this animation specifically to be done by not this weekend, but the next weekend. If not, the weekend after that. But either way, I want this up this month. So I'm kind of like speed running it a little bit. Because I want more tri-section stuff to come out. I'm finding ways to get tri-section content out there without making it take a million years. Because it's easier said than done. Don't know anything about Air Riders. I only played Forgotten Land, but want to play more Kirby games. Yeah. Understood. Air Ride apparently makes, like the original Air Ride, makes some people like motion sick because of how much the screen moves. So hopefully they fix that. Editor, play Your Name. Oh, I need to put that in. That's a song I missed to put, like I did not put in the playlist. That's a missed opportunity. I'll do it next time. I put a couple more songs in since last stream, but there we go. All right. I'm going to go forward here. Yeah. Unfortunate that I decided to give the arms a separate layer. Arms? Like Smashy Bro? Oh, God. I'm going to have to play Arms at some point. That's crazy. I'm literally realizing this right now. I don't know how bad Arms actually, or how good it is. It's just kind of like a game that exists. I actually like Min Min. Maybe not how she plays in Smash, but like just as a character in general, I really like her. She's got a great design. I'm very glad that out of all the Arms cast, they chose her. I think I was like, I either want Min Min or the that one like green guy. The green guy that's just like wiggly wobbly. I don't know. Helix, I think, is his name. You could put in 0 Earthbound songs in the playlist, and that's oh, I put 0 it. No, I put some Earthbound songs in there, just from Smash Bros. Good night, Jacoby. Have a good one. Can we skip Min Min because she's boring in Smash Ultimate? Nope, we gotta play all of them. But Arms is also like... I have a feeling if I were to play Arms for a stream, it would probably be literally one stream. Because Arms is a fighting game. And I think there might be a story mode, but even still, okay, I could do the story mode in one stream. And, like, What? Some other fighting games might take a little bit more. I don't know. I'd have to ask, like, Sajin and Tak about Tekken. Wibbly wobbly Doctor. I've actually never seen Doctor Who. Is that something he says? One of the doctors? Da, 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 da. Ba, 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 da, da. Waiting for Wii Sports. Yeah, that's probably just gonna be what the Miis are. Like, if we're gonna be honest, I guess the first Mii appearance and like the most monumental one could have been like the Mii Maker itself, but that's not really a game. That's just kind of like you have to use that in order to play Wii Sports. I guess you don't need to. I don't know. I think Wii Sports is the way to go. Maybe Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. I've never played Resort. I've only played the original Wii Sports. I know, but that'll be a while because we gotta wait for this. You guys gotta wait for the Smash 4 cast on that. I'm looking forward to the Brawl games. I won't reveal all of them, but some of them are pretty obvious, like Mother 3. I've never played, and I loved Earthbound, so I'm looking forward to playing Mother 3. I guess I'm not looking forward to Sonic, but in a way I kind of am too, because I can't wait to shit talk it the whole time. Whatever game I decide on. What off? Haha, maybe with someone who'd be willing to play ARMS. I could force one of the editors to play with me. I could totally do that. Can you skip Joker? The games take around 80 hours. I'm gonna be honest, homie. I really want to play Persona 5. I've never played any Persona games. It'll be a long time till I play it. But once I'm there, I wanna play it. I apologize, but we're not skipping any characters. Technically, I guess we skip over some if we count like if we counted Donkey Kong and Mario in one game, but most of the time it's like, all right, if I'm skipping a character, either there's no other game that makes sense, or there's another game I'm gonna play later that's even better for it. My brother asked me what you're doing to the Miis and countered with that how you do it. Yeah, Rob, I'm a little more worried about. Think of doing video editing over the summer. Do you have any tips for getting started? I mean, honestly, I know this is kind of like a lame way to say it, but just start practicing with literally whatever you have. I don't know if you want to record something yourself, if you want somebody else to record something and you can edit it, because nobody's going to hire you with zero video editing expertise. Nick actually hired me with like very little editing expertise, which I'm surprised he let me run with that, but he was also a pretty small channel at the time. But I still did know how to video edit. I had like a reel that I could show him, and he was like, yeah, that's fine. So if you're really looking to make money on it, don't expect to do it right away. And it's also the kind of thing where you're probably going to make more money over time, where now that, for me, because I have like a higher expertise than I used to, and I have a lot of projects under my belt, I can ask for higher prices. That's just kind of how it goes. I know Nick, I don't know if he's still doing this, but there was a point in time where he was basically hiring people to just do rough cuts for TAM. I don't know if he's still doing that, but that actually, in my opinion, is a fantastic way to maybe not start from scratch, but kind of just, you know, like if you're still a new video editor and you want to dip your toes in, that's a great way, because then you'll have that TC-Nick 3 connection, but you won't have to be like going for the crazy quality that YouTube demands nowadays. Play Mario Kart DS for Rob. Why are you kind of cooking with that one? If there's a way I could use a real Rob, I'm gonna do it. It's just gonna be easier said than done. I can't wait to get to Kid Icarus Uprising. I actually can't wait either. I'm not gonna lie. I've never played it. I played like a minute of the original Kid Icarus. It's not very good, but, you know. There is a character that is not from the original Kid Icarus in Kid Icarus Uprising in Smash Bros. You already have 6 default Miis. The guests... Oh, right, about the... You don't have to use the Miis to play Wii Sports. True, true. We should do a fundraiser for Colin to help him get a Rob. What will you do with Minecraft? That's so far down the line that I'm not really thinking about it right now. I mean, the baseline would probably be to beat Minecraft, right? Just to defeat the Ender Dragon. But I feel like I can't just do that. So I'll think about it. I'll definitely think about it. Okay. You know, I'm also, if we do stick with Luigi's Mansion, or if, you know, also this would go for F-Zero GX, because those are GameCube games, would you guys be willing to wait for till I get the Switch 2, so I don't have to emulate it for myself and go through the process of playing my Luigi's Mansion game on a computer? Would you guys be willing to wait for the Switch 2 to come out on that? Because I might start up the Smash Ultimate Marathon again. Oh, make it a hardcore world. I've never done that. Wow. That's a good idea. There's some people who are like, oh, I've never played, or I've never beaten it. Like, I know Bale said he's never beaten it. So he was like, I might want to hop in if you would be down. But again, it's so far, like, in the future, that, like, I'm not thinking too hard about it. I know what the game I want to play for Steve is, because there's really only one game to play for Steve. Ra-da-da-da. Survival series would go hard. That would be kind of crazy. Mods? I don't know if I do like mods, but I don't know if I'd feel comfortable doing that for, like, this is the Smash Ultimate Marathon. What made Minecraft so popular? I mean, yeah, the mods helped, but I don't know. I feel like this song already played, but this is a great song, so who cares? I still haven't beaten the Ender Dragon. It isn't... Okay, it's actually not that bad, but, like, the first time you do it, it's such a stressful scenario. My God, we're almost there, I think. How many more frames? All right, a few more. I mean, that's only, like, this side, but this side's the more difficult one. The other side would just be, like, one line. Let me lock in real quick. No! It's a little tiny bit of paint down there. Go. Dude, what's her name? Whoever composes these songs? There's, like, one very specific composer for Smash Bros. Who just always kills it. I think her name is, like, Yoko Shimomura. Like, she created the arrangement for this song. Oh, my God. She also made, in the final, for, Bowser's Inside Story, the final boss theme, and Adventure's End, or I think that's what it's called, for the Dream Team final boss. Dude. She is such a badass. How does she keep doing it consistently? Alright. That's one side. And then the other one would just be like, this is going to be a lot easier. I just have to do this. Oops. Like that. Yeah. Which Animal Crossing are you doing? I'm not going to say what, but IMO, there's a correct answer. IMO. Because, yeah, I like, even though you guys could probably guess most of the games, I kind of like to keep it a mystery, because every so often, there's going to be a game where you're like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen here, you know? I want to keep the mystique. If Spyro was in Smash, we would make him play Skylanders. Oh, no. I know you're joking, but that's crazy. I was not a Skylanders kid, man. I didn't get it. He knows what Animal Crossing games are goated, yeah. Pocket Camp. yeah. I'll play Pocket Camp. I'll play, what's the one with the, that's like Mario Party, if it was Dog Water? Amiibo Festival? Yeah, I'll play Amiibo Festival for Villager and Isabelle. Oh my god, this song's so silly. Yeah, that's what it is, Amiibo Festival. Keep the Mystic. Keep the Mystic. What did Mystic do? Oh, either City Folk or New Leaf. Gotcha. Yeah, I see what you're saying now. Hold on, let me stretch my hand a little bit. It's been stuck like that for, like, over an hour. Well, maybe not over an hour. Like, 45-minute intervals each, which is still kind of a lot of time. If you're an artist, make sure to always do little wrist stretches. Very, very important. Very important just to keep yourself healthy. Colin is so goated. That's the first time Manu's ever said that. I appreciate you. I was a Skylanders kid. 2 whole tubs. Wow. Holy moly. I think Skylanders was just past my generation. My generation. I don't know. Not generation. There's like... Because... How am I going to word this? Sometimes I just don't know how to make a sentence. Like... I think Skylanders... Like, a kid that was my age when it was coming out could have enjoyed it, but there weren't going to be a lot of kids my age who were, like, really into it. While, like... people who were generally kind of younger than me would have really enjoyed it. First Skylanders came out when I was 5. Yeah, that's like prime time where hyperfixations can start. I wonder if we were going to have a Super Princess Peach for a... Oh, yeah. I, unfortunately, didn't have a lot of options for Princess Peach to begin with, so... But there is... I did choose something for her. Okay. I know I'm missing an arm there, but... work with me. Let's just fill that in first. Cool. Alright, that's something. I'm also going to fill in the hand. Never mind, I guess. Yeah, looks like I'm going to have to go arms for that. Okay. Can I fill this in right now? Probably not, but I'm just going to see for myself. Oh, it's not what I was looking for. Yeah. All right, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to have to kind of do that again, but it's not going to be as bad as the last time. Oh. That's interesting. I'm supposed to paint behind, right? Oh, I guess it's a layer above, right? Ah, shit. I see the issue now. How do I want to do this? Damn, I might have to actually do it the way that I don't wanna, but that's the way it is. Oh my god, that looks so stupid. Damn. SMH. Oh well. Looks like we're doing it the not so fun way. Let me do this too. You hate how chat looks in street. Yeah, I know. I know my UI isn't lovely right now. I'm gonna do more effort at some point to make it look nicer. I just wanted to find a way to actually let you guys be seen before I actually started making it look better. I just wanted to make sure it functioned, and I want to be able to consistently do it before I can actually like start making it look flashier. So the plan is to make you guys look nicer. I do agree. How does that look? Yeah, it doesn't really connect. Could do SMB2, her first playable appearance. I ain't saying anything until it's revealed. I ain't saying anything. I actually probably could, from here on, do... Yeah, actually, I could even like fill it in just by doing this. Yeah, it is. It's kind of like a prototype, exactly. So I got other stuff I gotta take care of too, and I want to get this done too. But now is the time to start making the stream look a little nicer. So, and I want Melody to start working soon. She's been sleeping for so long. Wii Fit for Wii Fit Trainer. Yes, I don't like revealing all of them, but some of them, like Wii Fit Trainer, I think there's only one correct answer. You know what I mean? There's really only one correct answer for what game you would play for Wii Fit Trainer. Are you playing all 80-ish hours? Okay, define... So is 80 hours like roughly like a normal playthrough? I would. I'm straight up. I'm not kidding. I plan to at least, usually, unless there are no credits, I would like to roll credits in each game. That's the idea. But again, Persona 5 is DLC. It's ultimate DLC, which is like the last shit I'd be doing. Yes? Yeah, man. I mean, I'll do it. I don't mind. It'll be a long one, but I've heard very, very, very good things about Persona 5. And I want to save it for like a first-time playthrough. Or save it to stream, you know? And your employer is playing Marvel Rivals. What, right now? Is it Sophist? Those boys are so hyper-fixated on Marvel Rivals. It's crazy. Even Nick, which, like, that dude is never hyper-fixated on stuff. Falk does not play video games outside of, like, making videos on them. It's honestly really funny. Like, me and one of the other editors had to explain what Lethal Company was to him. Gotta love him. Oh, it's Nick. Gotcha. They're not the only ones. I know, aren't you, Inez, aren't you, like, hyper-fixated on it? You don't even play the game? How's that even happen? I mean, kind of based, honestly, being hyper-fixated on something that, and you don't even play it, but at the same time, it's like, how? How even possible? I love Marvel Rivals. Can't wait for Ultron. Oh, God, that's going to be a character? Yeah, I've said this before. I'm not a big shooter game person in general. So that I know Marvel Rivals just wouldn't be my cup of tea. And I know I've been told like, oh, it's, you know, it's not really like, oh, not even really like Overwatch. Like even people who don't like shooters usually will play this game. And I'm like, yeah, but I just, ugh. That's another thing where it's like, I don't want to put so much more time into a game, because that's the kind of game that I feel like I would want to get good at, but you'd have to put a lot of time in to get good at it. And I don't have a lot of time to do like other things. And I'm also literally watching One Piece right now, which I know is like, oh my god, yeah, you have time to watch One Piece. No, that's the thing. My free time usually includes like, all right, I'll watch an episode of One Piece because I need to eat food and I want to relax a little bit. And those are very short episodes. I was kind of bored of staying on the Rivals streams. I agree. But that's also because I'm not a big Marvel Rivals kind of guy. So I was like, yeah. I also don't usually stay for full streams anyways. That's just, I was never actually super into watching streams myself. But I've started to learn the appeal a little bit more. So I stick around for a bit on a good amount of streams now, but not the whole time. I like it as, sorry, second monitor content. I think second monitor content is not an insult, even though Sophist totally used it as an insult in that one video. I don't even know if I'm going to get to patches today. Oh my god. With the coloring. I think I just have to finish off Garrett's colors today, and that might be the end of this stream after that, because like, oh my god. And I'll probably next art stream, I'd be done with the animation portion at least. I still have to find time on my own to put it in Premiere and like finalize it, but I think I'll be done by that point, which is exciting. I'm not really good at shooters. Me too. One of my housemates my sophomore year, we would play Smash all the time because I was playing it all the time. That was like my hyperfixation. And I kept kicking their ass just because I was like better at it, not like to be shitty, you know. It's just like I was better at the game, and I felt bad. But my friend Giuseppe, he was like, "I'm gonna make you play Call of Duty one day, and he like with me, and I'm gonna kick your ass." And he did. It was so miserable, but it was like, ugh, I felt bad not wanting to play anymore, but it was also like I don't even have fun playing the game anyways, like Call of Duty. But I was just like, dude, I'll give it to him because I beat him up so much in Smash that he earned the right to kick my ass in a game that he's actually good at. He absolutely earned it. But I was just like, oh my god, dude. I don't want to play this game. Not really. Oh, I already read that. Don't even know if my device will survive. Ratchet and Clank is a shooter, right? I don't know. I think it's like a not exactly like Doom or Metroid Prime, but it's might be something more similar to that. Speaking of which, I've never played Metroid Prime before, but I actually do want to play a Metroid Prime game because those look really interesting. Again, I don't even like shooters. That's a first-person shooter game, but it's kind of like different. You know what I mean? Like it's just got a specific vibe to it that I would love to just experience at some point. God, I'm so close. So close to getting his suit fixed up. I accidentally turned Garrett's suit white one time. And I was like, why does it kind of look good on him? But it wouldn't, the design wouldn't feel very balanced with colors. So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna At some point, I'll have to do it just for shits. COD zombies with other people are fun. Yeah, I'm sure it's fun when you're just like hanging out with friends, you know. It's just not something that I find a lot of enjoyment out of. I don't know why. Same with like Fortnite. I just can't. Fortnite's a little fun, but I'm just like, there's something about it. I don't know what it is that I'm just not digging. Like playing around with the editors was definitely fun, but I would not play it on in my free time. Okay. Okay. I think I still have a little bit of weird stuff to do here, but let me see what this looks like if I... Oh my god, do I have... Yeah. Alright. I do have to... Oh boy, I'm realizing the issue with this as well. I think I'm gonna have to just bite the bullet here as well, but this is gonna be even easier. This is probably the last time I'm gonna have to go frame by frame. Where I just... All I have to do is... That. Banger. Yeah, this won't be bad. Me trying to think of games I'm good at. I'm washed at Smash Bros. I used to be really good at it. I used to... the college I went to, I used to be able to... I could take a game off of the best player at our college. I would never actually, like, win a set. But I could take a game out, or at least who I thought was the best player. Because we did have tournaments every so often. So... I used to actually know how to play the game, but I started playing Rivals 1 a lot, and then, what is it? What is it called when, in Smash, when, like, you input something, and then it, like, does it way later? There's a specific word for it. I forget what it's called. But, that was really tripping me up going back to Smash, and I just kind of stopped playing. I do it for fun sometimes, but not regularly. Buffer. Yep, that's it. It feels so wrong. Like, I never really had a problem with it when I was playing it, like, religiously. And then as soon as you step away and like, learn what the buffer system really is compared to other games, you're like, oh my god, this is terrible. Smash Ultimate's still a great game, don't get me wrong. But competitively, it definitely has some problems. Not the worst thing in the world. I've seen worse. You know, Brawl was much worse, but... Who in Off the Clock do you think would rock the Sabrina Carpenter Fortnite skin? I don't even remember what Sabrina Carpenter looks like. Honestly, okay. There's different answers here. I think Bale would be most willing to do it, but I think Tack would rock it the best. If that makes any sense. I might think for the rest of the entire stream. It's got to be some game you're good at, Inez. Some game. What game am I good at, like, right now? I'd say I'm pretty good at Mario Kart now. I have not 3 stars in all 200cc Mario Kart 8, but I do have a lot of 3 stars on most of the cups, and then like first place for the rest of them. But Mario Kart's kind of silly. I only know Sabrina Carpenter from Shadow the Hedgehog in the Twitter takeover. That's really funny. I love this song too. Oh, I haven't looked at Twitch chat in a while. Melody will be real in 18 days. What do you mean Melody will be real in 18 days? What is this ominous countdown? Wait, Nick is playing Marvel Rivals ranked? I didn't think he'd be that hyper-fixated. I was actually decent at Rivals 2 for a little bit as well. I was like, I hit platinum rank briefly, and then I was stuck at like high gold rank. So not like amazing, but not bad either. But it just, I've gotten to a point with platform fighters. Honestly, probably all fighting games, but platform fighters are the only ones I play. Where it brings out a side of me that I forgot existed, where I just get way too into it, and then if I lose, I like beat myself up for it for no reason, even though it's a video game. Like it's such a vicious cycle. Rivals 2 is honestly a great game. And if you enjoy it, I'm very glad. It's just a lot. It's the kind of game that you can't play to win. You gotta play it for the content. I dropped Rivals 2 after the Fleet nerf. Dude, Fleet was the main reason that I stopped playing, because I hated playing against her. Even, like, if it wasn't that great of a Fleet and I was winning, I was just not having a good time. Didn't help that I played Crag, but I started playing other characters, too, to make up. Like, I started playing Raster, I started playing, who the hell? Zetterburn. I didn't even really play Zetterburn. I just played Zetterburn if a Fleet was on screen. Orcane. I love Orcane. Fleet made me literally so upset. Thanks for reminding me of Forks. Oh, yeah, no problem. No, Mystic did that. Good job, Mystic. I'm proud of you. Wait, what? Forks will not be eliminated. Not proud of you anymore. I think I can... Nope. Oh, I missed one. That's okay. Bonk. Okay. Now, if all goes to plan... Oh, I did not select that layer. Also, this song's so good. People are queuing at the stadium already? Oh my god, dude. Yeah, have fun. That sounds like a lot of fun. I'm not a big concert guy, just because I noticed this recently. When I went to a St. Patrick's Day thing with my family, I was feeling very overwhelmed inside the house, because it was like my aunt's house is not to say like living in a small house is like bad. It was just I have a lot of family members, and it was I have another thing where I have to go through frame by frame, but actually I'll make it even easier for myself by doing the tie first. Yeah, I have, for the record, on my dad's side, I have 18 cousins and a lot of aunts and uncles. Good night, Django. So I was getting very overwhelmed by how little space... I'll fix that up later. How little space there was for how many people there were. And I could feel myself feeling anxious. And as soon as I stepped outside and was, like, hanging out with my cousins, like, a weight was lifted off of me. I felt so chill. I was like, oh, dude, I am loving spending time with my family right now. It was crazy how quickly that changed. And I never really noticed that about myself. Or at least I don't usually notice it. But my God, I noticed it that day. Anyways. Because I personally feel like I don't have social anxiety. Why is this being stupid? Why is my keyboard being stupid? Hello? Excuse me? I'm gonna save because I don't trust what's going on right now. There we go. Keep going. Oh God, he's gonna walk off screen. Oh! And we go back. I should have just colored him in before and then did the walk cycle, but here we are. I like doing outlines for animation in case I want to change anything before I start coloring. That's usually my situation. Randomly remembered that Badoo you were talking about in Gartic. What was... Oh, Spuff. That was Spuff. I love Spuff so much. Spuff, my beloved. Cool. Alright. Almost done. Good night, stars. Alright. I think this is the last... I know I have those frames later. But I think this is, like, actually the last thing I have to do. Like, for real. Like, it's going to be frame by frame, but I don't have to be precise in the slightest. I just have to do this. I'm going to make it even bigger. Just like that. But you can't talk about annoying mains in fighting games when I main Pac-Man and Bowser. Dude, I mained them before I knew how they played. Well, actually, I guess I knew how they played because of Smash 4. But they were my mains in Smash 4. And I just love playing as them, you know? You can call me cringe all you want. I don't care. I also like Falco. Falco's a lot of fun. And Kirby. Kirby's great. Kirby's simple, but he's fun. Ah. I also love Hero, but not because I'm good at him, because he's the funniest character in the game, without a doubt. Like, there's just no competition. Can't you just create a separate layer for Garrett's neck? Nah, because I'm painting behind. That's why it's like, you have the paint behind option. It's kind of hard to explain. Alright, 1 second. I do have a little bit more to do here, but it's not like a whole thing. Yeah, it's like one frame. I think I missed a tie at some point. Oh yeah, I missed this. Cool. Also, Rose posted an absolute bombshell on Blue Sky. Is that true, Rose? Is that true? I just looked at Twitch chat as if she was going to respond within seconds. I'll check it out after this. This is the final frame of the day, I believe. Unless there's, like, something I missed. But I believe... Oh, my God. This should be it. Oh, I missed that. Cool. Is this good? I think it's all colored in. So yeah, Patches isn't colored, but I'm not gonna worry about that today. Oh, I'm missing one little thing. I knew I was missing something. All right. Home stretch, baby. Let's do it. Oh, actually, yeah, I'll do that. Okay. I know this is not... The name of the layer does not make sense, but I just decided to throw it on that layer. Do they have houses? The characters? Yeah. Yeah. The house that... Or just the place where most of the tri-section shorts take place is Garrett Briggs and Melody's house. Have I visited another country? I actually have not, which I'm a little upset about. I plan on... I made it a goal. One of my New Year's resolutions was to just leave the country. Not like leave it for good. Not yet. I've never been out of the country. I want to be out of the country at least once this year. I think I'm just going to try Canada, but then next year I would like to try Europe. That's the idea. All right. All right. That's gotta be all of the Garrett colors. So I still have Patches to take care of. But that's pretty much the last of it. And Patches has a lot less animation, dude. Look at this. It's like one frame. And then this, which should not be a huge problem. Beautiful. I'll do that next stream. All right. I guess depends on your perspective, because they could be talking about the Sajin color alts or the art I made of you with the caption "the." Well, I saw that one. All right. Yeah, let's do our little wrap ups, right? I don't want this song to be the last song we listen to. Oh, banger. What if I played the gun sound effect? Nah, nobody's dying now. Yeah, let's look at this other poll. It does look like Luigi's Mansion is winning right now. I can show it real quick. There it is. That is the current standings. I'll still let it run for a bit, but it looks like Luigi's Mansion is officially taking the lead, which is exciting. All right, let me check out Blue Sky. Oh my god. Yeah, I see it. Yes, I see it. Good shit, Rose. There's a color for each Sajid. Wowee. 1 second. I'm putting that back. Him rotating his head is so good. Wait, who? Oh, Patches? Oh, that's because that's a... I used a tween for that. I appreciate it, though. Yeah, I used a tween. That's why this looks a little janky if you look really closely, but I don't think I'm gonna change it. See how it like kind of, it's a shape tween where you take one image and then you move it to the next, or sorry, you take one image and you make it go as far as you want and you put another image and then it basically animates it for you, assuming the drawings are similar enough. It's very convenient. But I keyframed it after, so I can't really use an example. Never been to Europe, and the only North American country I visited is Canada. I see. Yeah. America's not super fun. I've only been to England, which is still kind of the same country. Only went to Spain for a bit because it was close. Yeah, Spain is pretty close to Portugal. We were staying in France because we went to Disneyland. Oh my god, I don't even know what kind of European Disney locations there are. Like, or sorry, where they are, I mean. Because ours is like Florida and California. That took me almost 2 weeks. Holy moly. Drawing full bodies is not easy. You said it, Rose. You said it. Oh, sorry. I just had to take more water. I actually didn't drink that much water this stream, but I'm going to chug now. All right. I think I'm good now. I've been streaming for like almost 2.5 hours. I need some food. Maybe watch a little bit of One Piece. I basically got the day off because I'm waiting for fixes on a Party Crashers video, and I don't have any Red Falcon stuff to work on, so I might just speed run this animation this week. Or not. I'll decide. I'll figure it out. But thank you guys for joining me. I had a lot of fun. I do like these more chill vibes streams, so I'll probably try and find time to do this more often. Smash Ultimate Marathon will come back eventually. In the meantime, whether or not I stream this weekend, stream later this week, stream next week, whatever the situation is, thank you for being here. I'll catch you guys next time and look forward to more Trisection in the future. What a crazy song to end on. All right.